Hey dumplings, it's Dave this side. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about a very real issue of just Jimin being erased or removed, and this is on Twitter. This is something that's been going on for a few months now, and definitely something that I wanted to talk about for a while, so we will get into that and we'll jump into it. We armies definitely do not talk about this enough. And of course we also have a nice fun tea of Suga kind of finding his wife. Oh yeah, he's got a wife now, sort of. It's such a cute and fun story. We'll jump into it. We'll get into the tea on that. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Make sure to watch the video all the way to the end if you would like to show your support here on the channel. And yeah, let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into today is the issue here on Twitter. If you are not aware, we'll get into it. I got you. Jimin is someone who at any given time, there's probably a lot of people talking about him. Mostly good things. The haters, the people who hate on Jimin, you can forget about them, alright? We don't deal. And of course, armies always want to trend things about every single member and want to honor every single member in such a good way. BTS and V specifically lately has been trending quite a bit. Then we have Jungkook, who has been trending a lot as well. Oftentimes when something bad happens to Jungkook, armies like to trend something to show support of Jungkook. But lately something happened with Jimin too. If you look under the hashtag Jimin, you'll see a million people or a ton of people talking about Jimin. People tweeting about Jimin, especially during a comeback. This is usually a time when Jimin's name would come up in the trending tab. However, armies have noticed that even when a hashtag or a trend of Jimin even has hundreds of thousands to a million people tweeting about it, it will not show up as trending. Mind you, I believe it only takes about 5,000 tweets for something to be trending. Maybe not worldwide trending, but at least locally trending. Armies were able to pull the last time Jimin was trending on Twitter, which was apparently April of this year. That's like 4 months ago. And apparently he was number 11 and number 37 on the trending list. And then some armies claimed that even when they trended Jimin like a million times after that, Jimin never appeared on trending. And armies did say that there were more hashtag Jimin tweets than there were any other tweets that were actually trending. So of course Jimin should have been number 1. So the theory is that he is banned, blacklisted, or whatever. Or at least that word is. Now apparently there were words like Jiminy or other variations of Jimin that would trend, but just straight up Jimin was not trending. And I have a couple theories to this. Maybe one, there weren't as many people typing in Jimin or writing about Jimin as you would think, and thus logically it wouldn't trend. However, that's less likely. Like for example, if you do write in a hashtag on Twitter, you will see how many people have tweeted about this hashtag, but that is how many people have tweeted about this hashtag usually in a lifetime. Sometimes they'll do like, oh, in the last hour. However, that is less likely. I do believe a lot of people would be trending Jimin or tweeting Jimin at any given time. So if given the chance, it would probably trend. So obviously with that theory, I could be wrong. The other theory is kind of the topic of the AOA Jimin scandal. And then topics like bullying and suicide maybe became associated with the name Jimin, and not wanting those topics to surface because they can be triggering, obviously. Again, that is allegedly my theory because there's no proof to that. Twitter trends topics all the time that are triggering, so I don't know if that's true or not. But then that would kind of explain why the hashtags like Jiminy or any other variations of Jimin would actually trend. And likely if you tweeted Park Jimin, that would trend too. Either way, I don't believe Twitter went ahead and personally attacked Jimin because this makes zero sense to me. And I assume this because the owner of Twitter, which his name is Jack Dorsey, he's a K-pop fan. So I don't know if he would do anything particularly to attack Jimin. Also, I may be biased because he is my husband. So yeah, I believe he is kind. I would not marry a mean person. He is kind, he is wonderful, he's super handsome. There's just no way you can hate him unless you hate handsome people, in which case you must really hate Jimin. Armies, of course, were really upset and really mad about this, given the fact that obviously there is no statement put out by Twitter. And as I'm currently aware, this is still a problem. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't believe I have seen Jimin trending recently. But next time there is a definitive reason for Jimin to be trending, like a hair change or anything like that, like he posted a cute selfie or something, and then if I see Jimin is not trending, I will grab my pitchforks. But most importantly, we'll know that he is actually blocked. But I don't know if it will be. I have faith in Twitter. I have faith they'll do the right thing. I went over on the Tweetster to see what was going on over there, what people were saying, and this person, they wrote, Jimin actively gaining mentions and trending with millions of tweets, but still nowhere in the top trends list. Because it's not possible to get 2 million every time. We now have to use Jiminy or Park Jimin or Jimins, which seems unfair. Hashtag Twitter unmute Jimin. So this definitely confirms it for me that it's just the keyword Jimin, which could be of various reasons because there's a lot of Jimins out there. And it may not be a direct attack against BTS Jimin himself, as of course Park Jimin works. And if Twitter were to 100% want to ban this particular person, as in Park Jimin, then Park Jimin wouldn't work. Anything associated with Jimin's actual face probably wouldn't trend either. This is how they would find a way to completely ban a person from trending, which is not what they're doing, so I don't believe Twitter is actually actively hurting Jimin. But trending Park Jimin, honestly, in my opinion, opinion, I think that's better. Because there are so many Jimins out there, but there's only one Park Jimin, or at least one Park Jimin that is associated with BTS. And also, this is his full name, so wouldn't he like to see kind of his full name there? There was also a full Twitter account kind of dedicated to this, and they said this. Hello at Twitter support at Jack. Hashtag Jimin has stopped trending due to Twitter's algorithm increasing its threshold and not considering it a unique word anymore. We humbly request your developers to listen to our concerns as users and make this feature on your next update. Probably one of the kindest tweets I have seen. Usually people get huff and puff over this type of thing, but this is something that I would read and I would be very humbly happy to be like, okay, we'll look into it if I was a Twitter employee. And of course, I would love Twitter support to take a look at this, fix the issue, or send this to anyone who can actually fix the issue. However, I don't know about tagging Jack himself, okay? I don't think we should involve the CEO of Twitter to get into this. However, a good point that was brought up was the theory of the algorithm. They may not see Jimin as a word to trend anymore because it's been trending so many times before that. And maybe it trended too much, so they just stopped, which I didn't even know was a thing that could happen. They definitely need to fix this because this isn't okay. However, until they fix it, why don't we just trend Park Jimin? I think it's a better hashtag anyway. I hope we get an update on this and I hope this gets fixed. The armies are dealing with this Jimin situation pretty well, I would say. They're working hard, making sure that name gets trending. Suga is someone who also deals with a lot of situations. One involving where Suga wasn't even there. Taeyang, if you did not know, has been declared the king of Weverse. The Korean social media that I think Big Hit owns, he is now the king of it. He was assigned kind of like a sash where he was like the king of the entertainment department or something like that. I don't know what that means. But hey, if V is in charge of a sector, then I want to be hired into that sector. Please, Daddy, hire me. Imagine that's what I say in the interview. They'll wonder why I'm not getting any work done, and I'll be like, well, I'm staring at him. That's why. Taeyang interacts with armies a lot, especially on Weverse, and was there wanted to play kind of a little game with armies to help armies kind of figure out what they want to do when they grow up, or what they want to do when they want to pursue a career path. He asked armies to mention what they like to do, and then he would give advice on the career path. Fun game, I think. So a lot of armies were saying things kind of like, they like to look at the sky, they like to do this, but they don't like to study. So then V suggested this one person be an astronaut. Good suggestion. However, an astronaut, they do need to study a lot. Another person talked about how they don't like to study, but they like sports. So of course, V suggested get into sports. I'm getting this vibe that a lot of people don't like to study, and honestly, mood, same. It's literally the worst. I'd rather die. But then one person said that their dream was to marry Taeyang. And Taeyang basically said, not gonna happen. However, when one army talked about how she was a 1,000,000% serious on how one day she will end up with Suga and marry him. She believes it's 100% true. She is not joking. She believes she is meant for Suga. Taeyang did say that her partner is in Cheongcheongnam-do province, and if armies have time, they should go look for him there. I mean, that's a setup if I've ever seen one. Oh my god, they married now. That's pretty much Taeyang saying, go find him. I wonder if Taeyang has talked about wanting a relationship, and maybe this is the way he would like to meet his wife. And Taeyang is like, look, I found someone. Now, Cheongcheongnam-do province is a small area. It's not that big, unlike my love for Suga. So if you actually do live there, and let's say Suga's family lives there and he often visits there, you would likely run into him. I'm not saying you guys will get married because I'm the husband. He's clearly taken right now by me and maybe this army. But hey, you can go over there, you can stand there and admire him and us together next to me and this other army. Suga only has 2 hands, so it's me and this other army, okay? He can't hold the 3rd hand. Maybe you can hold his feet. I'm joking all of this, of course. Now, if you just thought that this was something fun that happened and just something that Taeyang said, well, apparently not. It blew up much bigger than that. Like, the internet literally exploded after reading that. This one, the Twitter army, kind of gave us an update on what was going on over there. They wrote, Cheongcheongnam-do is trending in South Korea #5 following Taeyang's Weverse exchange about Suga. Now all of us move into that tiny province? Let's go! Maybe it's not as small as I think it is because I'm looking at a map and that's not accurate, right? Dude, quarantine, man. I don't think I have a brain anymore. It's just not there. But yeah, let's all go. I think it'll be all so much fun. We can all schedule a tea date with Suga. But like, what is Suga doing there is kind of my real question. Probably visiting family, but isn't there like a comeback going on that he has to be worried about? Because when the song Dynamite drops, there's gonna be promotion and things like that, right? I mean, the single drops tomorrow. Guys, stream it. Now, I may sit here and kind of talk about tomorrow the correct way to stream a music video, which is basically you need to watch the music video and then watch another video, finish that video, and then go back to the music video. This is the only way it counts as 2 views. If you simply hit replay, it doesn't count as 2 views. Well, I guess that's it. Like, I don't actually have to explain it tomorrow because I just did. That's the whole thing. Anyway, please do that to the music video and stream it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving a comment. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon, kind of check that out. Anything you contribute over there really helps kind of give back to this channel, help me keep going and all that stuff. So I really do appreciate you going ahead and checking that out. It means the absolute world to me. But if you would like to help out over here, you can always watch the videos all the way to the end. That helps a lot. You can also get exclusive content on my Patreon, like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff over there. Link in the top of the description down below. You can also recommend things. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video. So click on one of those. See you over there. Bye.